By the shore of Ichigumi.
By the shining big sea water.
At the doorway of the wigwam. In the pleasant summer morning.
Hiawatha stood and waited.
All the air was full of freshness.
All the earth was bright and joyous. And before him through the sunshine.
Westward toward the neighboring forest.
Past in golden swarms the amo.
Past the bees, the honeymakers. Burning, singing in the sunshine.
Right above him shone the heavens.
Level spread the lake before him.
From its bosom leaped the sturgeon. Sparkling, flashing in the sunshine.
On its margin the great forest.
Stood reflected in the water.
Every tree top had its shadow, motionless beneath the water.
From the brow of Hiawatha.
Gone was every trace of sorrow.
As the fog from off the water, as the mist from off the meadow.
Was a smile of joy and triumph.
With a look of exultation.
As of one who in a vision sees what is to be, but is not.
Stood and waited Hiawatha.
Toward the sun his hands were lifted.
Both the palms spread out against it. In between the parted fingers
Fell the sunshine on his features.
Flecked with light his naked shoulders.
as it falls and flecks an oak tree. Through the rifted leaves and branches.
Over the water floating, flying.
Something in the hazy distance.
Something in the mist of morning. Loomed and lifted from the water.
Now seemed floating, now seemed flying.
Coming nearer, nearer, nearer.
Was it Shinobus the diver? Or the pelican, the shada?
Or the heron, the shishuga.
Or the white goose, wabi wawa.
With the water dripping, flashing. From its glossy neck and feathers.
It was neither goose nor diver.
Neither pelican nor heron.
Over the water floating, flying. Through the shining mist of morning.
But a birch canoe of paddles.
Rising, sinking on the water.
Dripping, flashing in the sunshine. And within it came a people.
From the distant land of Wagoon.
From the farthest realms of morning.
Came the black-robed chief, the prophet. He, the priest of prayer, the pale-face.
With his guides and his companions.
And the noble Hiawatha.
And with his hands aloft extended. Held aloft in sign of welcome.
Waited full of exultation.
Till the birch canoe with paddles.
Braided on the shining pebbles. Stranded on the sandy margin.
To the black-robed chief with pale face.
With the cross upon his bosom.
Landed on the sandy margin. To the joyous Hiawatha.
Cried aloud and spake in this wise.
Beautiful as the sun of strangers.
When you come so far to see us.
All
our town and peace awaits you.
Oh, sorry.
All our doors stand open for you.
You shall enter all our wigwams.
For the heart's rising hand we give you. Never bloomed the earth so gaily.
Never shone the sun so brightly.
As today they shine and blossom.
When you come so far to see us. Never was our lake so tranquil.
Nor so free from rocks and sandbars.
From your birch canoe in passing.
Has removed both rock and sandbar. Never before had our tobacco.
Such a sweet and pleasant flavor.
Never the broad leaves of our cornfields.
Were so beautiful to look on. As they seem to us this morning.
When you come so far to see us.
And the black-robed chief made answer.
Stammered in his speech a little. Speaking words yet unfamiliar.
Peace be with you, Hiawatha.
Peace be with you and your people.
Peace of prayer and peace of pardon. Peace of Christ and joy of Mary.
Then the generous Hiawatha
Led the strangers into his wigwam.
Seated them on skin of bosom. Seated them on skins of ermine.
and the careful of Nokomis.
Brought them food in bowls of basswood.
Water brought in birchen diapers. And the calumet, the peace pipe.
Filled and lighted for their smoking.
All the old men of the village.
All the warriors of the nation. All the Josakids, the prophets.
The magicians, the Wabinos.
And the medicine men, the Medas.
Came to bid the strangers welcome. It is well, they said, O brothers.
That you come so far to see us.
In a circle round the doorway.
With their pipes they sat in silence, waiting to behold the strangers.
Waiting to receive their message.
Till the black-robed chief, with the pale face.
From the wigwam came to greet them. Stammering in his speech a little.
Speaking words yet unfamiliar.
It is well, they said, O brother.
That you come so far to see us. And the black-robed chief, the prophet,
Told his message to the people.
Told the purport of his mission.
told them of the Virgin Mary, and her blessed Son, the Savior.
How in distant lands and ages.
He had lived on earth as we do.
How he fasted, prayed, and labored. How the Jews, the tribe, the cures,
Mocked him, scourged him, crucified him.
How he rose from where they laid him.
walked again with his disciples, and ascended into heaven.
And the And the chiefs made answer, saying,
We have listened to your message.
We have heard of your words of wisdom.
We will think on what you tell us.
It is well for us, O brothers.
That you come so far to see us.
Then they rose up and departed.
Each one homeward to his wigwam.
To the young men and the woman.
Told the story of the strangers.
Whom the master of life has sent them.
For the shining man of Wabam.
Heavy with the heat and silence.
Through the afternoon of summer.
With the drowsy sound of the forest.
Whispered round the sultry wigwam.
With the sound of sleep the water.
Rippled on the beach below.
From the cornfield shrill and ceaseless.
Say the grasshopper. Pa Pukina.
And the guests of Hiawatha.
Weary with the heat of summer.
Slumbered in the sultry wigwam.
Slowly o'er the simmering landscape.
Fell the evening's dusking coolness.
And the long and level sunbeams.
Shot their spears into the forest.
Breaking through its shields of shadow.
Rushed into secret ambush.
Searched each thicket, dingle hollow.
Still the guests of Hiawatha.
Slumbered in the silent wigwam.
From his place rose Hiawatha.
Bare farewell to the old Nokomis.
Spake in whispers, spake in this wise.
Did not wake the guests that slumbered.
I am going, O Nokomis.
On a long and distant journey.
To the portals of the sunset.
To the regions of the homeland.
Of the northwest wind, Hiawatha.
But these guests I leave behind me.
In your watch and ward I leave them.
See that never harm comes near them.
See that never fear molest them.
Never danger nor suspicion.
Never want of food or shelter.
In the lodge of Hiawatha.
Forth into the village he went.
He bade farewell to all the warriors.
Bade farewell to all the young men.
Spake persuading, spake in this wise.
I am going, O my people.
On a long and distant journey.
Many moons and many winters.
Will have come and will have vanished.
Ere I come again to see you.
But my guests I leave behind me.
Listen to their words of wisdom.
Listen to the truth they tell you.
For the master of life has sent them.
From the land of light and morning.
On the shore stood Hiawatha.
Turned and waved his hand, parting.
On the clear and luminous water.
Launched his birch canoe for sailing.
From the pebbles of the margin.
Showed it forth into the water.
Whispered to it, westward, westward.
And with speed it darted forward.
And the evening sun descended.
Set the clouds on fire with redness.
Burned the broad sky like a prairie.
Left upon the level water.
One long track in trailless splendor.
Down whose stream is down a river.
Westward, westward, Hiawatha.
Sailed into the fiery sunset.
Sailed into the purple vapors.
Sailed into the dusk of evening.
And the people from the margin.
Watched him floating, rising, sinking.
Till the birch canoe seemed lifted.
High into that sea of splendor.
Till it sank into the vapors.
Like the new moon, slowly, slowly.
Sinking in the purple distance.
And they said, farewell, forever.
Said farewell, O Hiawatha.
And the forest, dark and lonely,
Moved through all their depths of darkness.
Sighed, farewell, O Hiawatha.
And the waves upon the margin.
rising, rippling on the pebbles.
Sobbed farewell, O Hiawatha.